Well. Sunday stream. What happened there? Basically, I got bored. So, let's see. Haven't launched it before, so it's going to be some hiccups probably. Just probably. Right. We need to fix some things. We need that to be... Okay, so it's not really showing. Could it be that I can't use the game capture? Oh, that's streamable, streamable. Oh no, it did. Oh, look at this. There is one more thing I need to fix though. That is that it should be... here. Now how does that sound for you? That should be good enough. Should be good enough. Profile Robski. Oh. The options. Video. I mean, this is an old game, so I don't think we can do much about that audio. Everything looks kind of good. All right, let's see. Oh shit, my camera's really blurry. Why is that? Is it the same here? It is. I think I know why. Oh, it's good. How is it in game now? Yeah, now it's much better. Single player. Let's do explore mode. This is our first playthrough, so character creation. Welcome to the character creation screen. Give your heroes a name, change their appearance, and select one of the many classes for them to start with. This is the knight, seems cool. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay. Battering ram and courage. Yes, and then here Moonstone vibe. Let's have that. You know what? We're gonna have that. We're gonna have a cleric. Oh, hello.
I may have a blade or
A whetstone wheel.
I may have a... What can I cook up?
Perhaps I can detonate that explosive from a distance.
Wait, what? You can change. Ah, yes. I fucking love Larian Studios, man. Yes, very important, very important. Now I have to customize this guy's underwear as well. You know what? We're gonna match underwear. Oh, cleric, female cleric names. Let's go. Not Meridia. That sounds cool.
In the days of old, the sorcerers of Riverlong cured the sick and healed the wounded through a great power called Source. But a terrible darkness invaded the land, and Source was forever tainted. The sorcerers who once healed now only destroy, and madness has overtaken them. A few brave Source hunters are all that stand between Riverlon and the dark power that threatens to destroy it. Wherever Source appears, hunters follow.
Right. Larian Studios present.
Rise and shine, Master Source Hunters. The captain wants you up on deck. Hear them gulls? Means we're close to shore. I don't ever you go in there, Master Source Hunters. City's full of undead, hungry enough for blood. But you're supposed to investigate that murder, ain't you? They say it's Source that did the Counselor in.
Okay.
Source in a city like Sicil, nowhere safe anymore. Here they are, Captain Sir.
God's blessings on you, hunters. You'll be happy to hear we've reached Sicil. But there's trouble offshore, so we'll have to sail in carefully. Here, have a look. Those are orc ships, and they're blocking our passage. We'll get you as close to the city as we can, and drop you off in the beach. Be wary now. Orcs are on the attack. Undead have closed every route out, and there's a sorcerer on the loose. If we're to get justice for the Counselor, you'll have to keep your wits about you. May the luck of the gods be with you both, Source Hunters.
Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition. Oh, I've been wanting to play this game for so long, actually. Ever since I played through Baldur's Gate 3 the first time, and seeing that Larian Studios made these games, I'm like, this has to be good. Need to... But... Welcome to Divinity Region Scene. Click anywhere on the ground or hold left mouse to continue exploring. Okay, so it's gonna be... Ooh, the crate. Inventory. Awesome. Sandler's trunks. Yeah, so the camera is going to be...
If I didn't know there were orc ships raiding to the west, I'd mistake this for a placid beach.
At least the orcs make a bit of noise when they attack. It's dark-dealing sorcerers that'll strike with neither warning nor mercy.
It's true, Meridia.
Is that a corpse? What's it doing here alone?
What? Did you expect it to have an entourage?
Junior 21. Rejoice, for the statues have granted my wish. Their whimsical nature, however, must not be taken lightly. So before I soar through the sky like an eagle, I shall attempt a mere hop from the cliffs down at the beach. This should be a small feat for the man that can fly. If this experiment is successful, the sun shall be my next target.
Can you believe this? The man jumped off a cliff at the behest of some statues of all things.
Pure madness. How could someone be so utterly naive?
Agreed. Call me skeptical, but a little proof goes a long way for the rational mind.
Okay, we got some pragmatic. Guess that's good. Knockdown arrow, that sounds good. Nothing. Walk up these stairs, see what happens here. So Emmy's map, good, good. Oh, first
How do they
fight.
find us?
Take the stone to the temple. These whelps will be easy to crush.
As you say, Madam Conduit.
Madam Conduit.
Arise, fair dead. Seize upon our enemies.
Radia's turn. Regeneration, Divine Light, melee power skills. Just you see how she attacks. Fairly strong.
Meet your demise!
Yeah. Oh, we have no more action points.
Meet your demise!
Their leader said something about escaping. Those thieves were more than petty criminals. Their leader gave life to the dead. What stone could they have been so keen on taking?
We can't well turn away from such an odious show of source. Let's investigate the tomb and see what answers it might reveal.
Indeed. For all we know, these dark-dealing thieves may be involved with Councillor Jake's murder.
Nothing.
This seems to be broken. Might need to blow this one open.
That was one way to do it. Not the right, but... Card scroll. Read The Adventurer's Field Guide. A true survivor can create weapons from what he finds in the wild. A tree branch deals some damage, sure, but a few nails lodged into the end will really drive the point home. If you prefer stabbing from a safe distance, drive a dagger into the end of the thing. It's always good.
Careful, there's a mine in the middle of our path.
Someone must have an interest in protecting whatever's kept here.
Don't step on it.
I've always heard there's typically more to a king's tomb than meets the eye.
It could be a myth, or it could be our lucky day.
That is true. Old parchment. Gravekeeper Rage Queen. And the graves in the antechamber before moving into the inner rooms. To proceed, stand very close to the impressed door and press the button that appears on the right-hand side. In handy. Use. Probably useful. Oh, can. Oh. Let's check up here what we can find. Pile of bones, just a skull. The music is fucking fantastic.
I've spotted something.
Ah, the button.
Made short work of that door, but I don't imagine our weapons would survive such use for long.
Okay, so maybe don't do that too often then. Oh, so we have durability for weapons. Ooh, that's not a thing that I like. When the game tells you to quick save. Oof. Guess we're about to fight soon. What do you mean not enough strength?
Sodden all the way to my foot soles!
So that was a way to extinguish that fire. Oh, hello. How many lockpicks did we get? 2 use. Alright. Not too great, but not too bad either.
Hold! Our enemies have laid a trap.
Meridia. Ornate key, that could be useful. Wrap disarm kit. I mean, you can really tell that there's a lot of like Baldur's Gate kind of things into this game. Oh, intelligent pathing. Oh, we actually like this. not something you always see in games like this. Especially not from this day and age. Not that I know exactly when this game was released, but... It's an arrow.
This seems to be broken. I've spotted something.
Okay. Wonder what we opened.
What's this? I found something.
Again with the
spotted something.
fire. What do we have?
I've spotted something interesting.
What venom churns within me?
Jesus Christ. Fucking hell, she took damage. Oh, that was bad.
Ebbing away. Your courage burns to ash beneath this pure blaze.
Oh shit, how do I get... Oh no. Nope, 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 nope. Holy schmoly. No, 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 no. Oh, damn. Yeah, we can't use that. Holy hand grenade. This is gonna cost us a lot of hit points. How much we take? That was no bueno. Holy shit, okay. So this game is tough, huh? Wait until I have enough to...
I think I hear voices downstairs.
The last thing we need is to surprise another angry summoner.
Something isn't right. It could be an ambush.
Sometimes it pays off, okay. That was not what I wanted to do. If too many enemies are concentrated in a small space, you can press B to get a top-down view. Change combat.
No glory in this death.
All right. Yup. What was that? We cool? Let's avoid being oiled. Like an all good. They don't mind to be in. Down here, nothing. How can I... the fact that she moves as well is... Oh, wait. She didn't move when I... Okay. That is what we needed to do. Never mind. Do. What was it about breaking the chain? There's one. Did we not have like a vase or something? That's gonna break it, right? No? Not yet. Right. Oh, that's a hell of a lot of for HP. Is there anything here? Just bone, right?
This seems to be broken.
Yeah, mostly broken vases, huh? That, my friend, is a cave-in. Party member's portrait. No, man. Ah, now she can walk there. Now I can walk there. So that's how you did it. The dragon. Uh-oh. Rage Queen, huh?
A living rat dares disturb the slumber of the dead? A thieving fool insults the sanctity of the grave. The bloodstone defiler, where is it? Strange indeed. Robed indeed. Your tricks will not save you from retribution, deceiver. I suppose you only crept among these sacred tombs for leisure. I suppose you had no lust for the treasure of the dead. Ha! In life, I toiled to care for these holy grounds. In death, I protect them from profaners and poachers. The legacy of Cecile is mine to preserve. Her traitors are mine to destroy. Run if you like, defiler. Whichever way you take leads you to the grave.
Yeah, that did nothing. Layer turn represent delay turn.
Tome deliverance.
It's good. Archer's gonna hit. Nope.
Death never dies, fool. Death in 1,000 forms rules all.
Press and hold left alt to highlight objects that can be picked up. Miss. Miss.
No glory in this death.
Oh god, yes. New sword, mind if I do? You got... Oh, no. That's worse, actually. But okay, cool. We progress. See what we end up doing here. Okay, magic pockets, I gotcha.
You've been had by one of them smooth-talking salesmen again. Come, give here before I sober up.
Hold it right there, orc scum! No one slips past the Legion unchallenged.
Calm down, Junius. Doesn't look like one of them orcs to me. Not a single horn in sight, you know.
Just hold your tongue, will you, Bibius? Can't be too careful. We are sworn to protect Sightseal.
So, you're source hunters, are you? And how are we supposed to verify that's true? We can't read, my friend. So for all we know, those papers say you're a polymorph parrot on the lookout for a 2-bedroom birdcage.
You know what? We'll take you two to the wizard. I know he reads. Yeah.
The wizard, you say? Sounds good to me. Lead the way.
Agreed. A wizard is bound to know more about what is going on.
Captain, come along. We're not far. Come, let's have another drink while we still can. To your very good health.
And yours, Bibius.
Lovely day for a swig and a song, isn't it? What do you want to know? So, it's Jake you're looking for. Ship sailed on that one, I'm afraid. Fellow's dead. Murdered.
Can't tell you much more, except that I heard he was found face down in a puddle of blood, being used as a water fountain by his own...
They say 'twas his wife that did it, and I'd bet a bottle of brandy they're right. A devilish flirt, that one.
As if that proves anything. Just keep your trap shut, will you, Bibius? Bunch of barbaric bastards, a lot of them. They'll kill your spouse and eat your children.
Well, we did bring a legion.
Just bite your lip, will you, Bibius?
Sightseal, yes. Where fishermen come to live.
Just cut the cackle, will you, Bibius? Now then, stranger. If it's the city of Southsea you're looking for, not that I could blame them.
Fairly well.
Nevish water staff.
Back to hell with you, beast!
Drive them back!
Shall we perhaps help them? Legionnaire. Oh, he's one of them, huh?
Take no prisoners!
Missed. Let's.
Confound it!
Regenning some. Oh, he dead.
Its own deliverance. Time of your death is at hand.
We kinda killed a little too many.
Sweet relief!
Did
Where
you
are
see that?
Obvidius and Junius?
Those
Didn't they
orcs
hear the
had a
fight?
human commander.
How very curious. And how very disquieting.
Abilities shape a character and can do. Abilities shape what a character can do and how well it performs. In order to level up an ability, spend the number of ability points equal to the ability's next level. Skills. Craftsmanship, nasty deeds. Willpower boosts your saving throw against fear, the mute, charm, stunned. Oh, let's add some charisma. Let's go. Not much in these corpses, eh? Monies. Oh, they open up for us.
What's all this ruckus? Sounded worse than a dozen tomcats fighting over the world's last mackerel. Ah, but I see we've suffered another orc landing. And judging by the relative ease with which it was dispatched, I can only come to one conclusion. Source hunters have arrived.
What? It's the fucking cat talking. I love talking cats.
You're as welcome as a glass of cooled milk on a hot day, my friend. I'm Ahu, at your service. It was I who requested your presence in this troubled city. So you were, and so you weren't. Behold, there we are. Meet my other half, Hunter. Ha ha! No need to look so flabbergasted. I may be a wizard rife with tricks and guile, but I assure you, my plea is an earnest one. So, now that the cat is out of the bag, let us turn to the matter of Councillor Jake's murder. It's hard to put my finger on it, but I can feel in my very whiskers that sorcery was at play. Visit the scene of the crime, and I'd bet sardines for salad you'll say the same. Captain Aureus, though, the local commander of the Legion, insists I'm seeing ghosts. I insist he's blind to all but the undead. So there are, or rather, there is. Popular opinion has it his wife did the deed. But to be frank, she seems a likely candidate to be sure, but that would make her a sorceress. Esmeralda knows how to charm, yes, but I just don't see her magic extend beyond a frolicsome look and wink. Still, don't simply take my word for it, Hunter. It may be well worth your while to cross-examine her yourself. The Legion has her under guard in her shop near the town square. That's where you'll find poor Jake's widow. Jake was murdered in a downstairs room of the King Crab Inn, up in Sicil proper. The Legion keeps it under lock and key, though, so you'll need Aureus's permission should you want to have a peek. avert your gaze, and I'll handle this threat for all our sake. A human, you say? Truly? But that would be like a kitten leading a wolf pack. And yet, I have heard rumors about a sect of sorts. A shadowy set of worshippers that associate even with orcs. Some say they're sorcerers, but people will say that about anyone who behaves a bit strangely nowadays. I don't quite know what to make of this news, but thank you for informing me. It'd be foolish to dismiss such a curious event out of hand. Ah, the undead. They've been clawing their way out of the ground for 2 years now. And for 2 years the stalemate between them and the living has been dragging on at a weary pace indeed. The Legion did a good job keeping them at bay, but I think it's fair to say that without my magic-infused ballistae, they'd have gotten the better of us by now. Someone is responsible for the outbreak. Necromancers are at work, but who are they and where do they hide? Alas, that searching for them is like searching for a single louse in a lion's mane. Unfortunately, that is absolutely correct. The Orc siege is yet another hairball stuck in this city's already choking throat, and it shows no signs of abating. We've cordoned off the western beach where most Orc activity has been reported. For the 9 lives of me, I can't seem to figure what they're doing here. There's nothing of interest along the waterfront, except for a set of caves with an unfavorable reputation. Maybe they're after some pirate's treasure, the fools. I'm glad we've met, Source Hunter, and I'm certain we have a lot more to talk about. Feel free to visit me whenever you want. I've set up a workshop in the Legion's head. Once you're there, just take the stairs. But do pay a visit to Aureus first. He may bark like a beagle with its tail stuck in the door, but you won't get very far in your investigation without speaking to the de facto leader of Saisil. And with that, I bid you adieu, Hunter. Adieu and good luck. May your enemies prove to be mere mice, and you...
Sects, undead, orcs. Looks like we have our work cut out for us.
At least we won't be bored. How about we go see that Aureus chap, huh?
Mug of beer. Okay, ads are coming, so gonna have a little break, and I'll be back in about 5.
the orcs are sending another fleet?
Blasted orcs have burned out and play with fire.
One of the orcs are sending another fleet.
The ship's blazing ever higher. We mustn't let the flames spread to the harbour.
Steady, boys, steady. We'll be leaving as soon as we pack up. We mustn't let the flames spread to the harbour. We're gonna need more than a few buckets to save it.
We're back. Again. Oh no, final snooze. Crime scene, Esmeralda, Legion headquarters.
Here, fancy a sip, Skipper? You deserve a drink after handling them orcs.
Curse them rotten green skins. Ate my parrot, Polly, feathers and all.
Ah, waypoints. These are like quests, kinda. Living secrets. Seems like orcs raided that beach as well. Oh, how do you get there? Me like chests, not just on women. What?
Good luck with these Sicilians, Source Hunter. They'll run you ragged if you...
Better to evacuate this place while there is still some left to save, I say. Go while the go...
Know much about zombies, do you? How about walking bones?
Gotta say, this game looks really good.
Fresh haddock. Perfect for a fry-up.
Say, no one's around. You wouldn't raise a fuss if I, borrowed one of these...
Borrow indeed. I'll sooner meet a cat wizard than see...
Come now! I'll be good for it, I swear! I never would have dreamt of resorting to petty theft during better times. But what choice have I got now? If it's... Oh, my story's tired by now. So what do you think? Should I...
Everyone needs a hand now and then. Take the fish, and none but us will be the wiser.
True enough.
That's the spirit!
Sir, did you just steal that fish?
No, I paid for...
You were a witness to this event.
Perfect for a fry-up.
I'm surprised his pantaloons haven't caught fire.
Simply shocking the way...
What kind...
Come along quietly.
we did him dirty.
Any takers? Come on, you chickens!
Lonesome? Spiritless? Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine.
Well, hello there.
Yeah, so this is where Esmeralda is. We're not gonna go there yet.
Performers, Sherman, show all of them. Siceal, what you're
Thank
made
the
of.
Seven, we've secured the perimeter.
One coin or two, noble spirit? One coin or two? Oh, I am a happy man, and certainly a humble one now. It turns out losing it all has its own share of benefits. Ah, a fool once was I, and ever seeking greater satisfaction than that which I already enjoyed. In my folly, I sought the counsel of those notorious Watcher statues on the western cliffs. Their guidance ruined any small fortune I might have had, but certainly granted me humility. I'd heard they were not to be trusted, that they gave fools advice to the fools who sought them, but somehow I believed that I was the exception. They told me that I would find fame and renown if I renounced my worldly possessions, all my worldly possessions, and became a great figure of piety and humility.
Clever move, huh? Clever move.
Fire, the most thorough cleanser, was my method. But as my house burned in front of me, I felt no elevation, no piety, only the sudden weight of my own idiocy upon my very soul. Thank you, kind one.
Hey, this
Can you
might
spare a coin?
already did, my friend.
So those statues told him he'd have to renounce his earthly possessions to become a spiritual leader, did they?
Absurd. Since when is poverty a prerequisite of spirituality?
Right. I'm not going to throw my things on a pyre in the hope that the stench of my burning trousers will please an ill-defined spirit.
Sir, no, sir.
Attention! About this!
In that case, you'll have the pleasure of putting her down yourself.
You, the barracks! You're a source hunter, aren't you? They say you can talk to animals, but either one would be for... Attention! About this!
You'll only encourage it.
Guess we're gonna go through here. Ah, there he is.
What have we here, then? A so-called source hunter, eh? Well, look, do what you must in Siceal, but don't make waves and don't interfere with the Legion's affairs, you hear? I'm Captain Aureus, if you must know, leader of the Legion in Siceal, by which I mean I have the enviable task of commanding a battalion of walking dead. For I fear it may well be but a matter of time before the undead undo all my soldiers and turn them into driveling hordes of their own misshapen number. Gods above! Some politician snuffs it and everyone's in an uproar. Ridiculous! I told that wizard brat of an Ahu not to bother, but he just had to send for source hunters, didn't he? Bloody magicians. They see a pigeon poop and think sorcery's afoot. Nevertheless, I want to be kept in the loop. Understand?
Yes,
I
yes,
am
yes, yes,
in
yes.
command of this town, not Mayor Cecil, not Ahu, and definitely not some hotshot source hunter. So investigate Jake's death if you feel so inclined, but report back to me the moment you discover something out of the ordinary. The scene of the crime is over at the King Crab Inn. You can tell the guard you have my permission to enter. Now off with you! Esmeralda is Jake's wife. Well, widow. Everyone in town, down to the crabs on the beach, is convinced she killed him. Now, the girl has the reputation of being a flirt. There is that. But that doesn't suffice as evidence, wouldn't you say? Or do source hunters rely on hearsay alone, perhaps? That certainly would explain some of the cock-ups you lot have made in the past. What? You're going to stand there and claim...
How can I help you, my friend? And what might those be?
The cretin's question crossed her lips and ate an air of aptitude.
Hey, Tull, I think that
Sorry,
was an
sir.
insult.
Don't be... Hey, who's that then? Come on, stand where my good...
Easy, Tull. That's the source hunter you're talking to.
She may have the look of a woman if you squint hard enough, but she's no more than a wild animal. We got reports of a strange-looking outsider skulking through the town with her bow drawn. I found her crouched behind a
Bear
tree,
doctor.
taking aim at a fat old rat trotting. I tapped her on the shoulder to see what was what, and the beast startled like...
Bit Tull you right in the face, she did. It was...
Enjoy it while you can, Ver. There's not another legionnaire...
Well, that's to be decided. She doesn't seem to be sick, despite Tully's moaning. We can't keep her here forever, but we can't well...
Sir, no, sir.
Perhaps it'd be worth taking this stranger under our wing. She'll likely come in handy, if we can trust her to watch our backs.
After all, a fear...
Well, that's a relief, ain't it? We found a good home for her after all, Tull.
Heed me, Source Hunter. She's not good for anything more than cannon fodder. And don't turn your back on her when...
You say you will take me under your wing, but I see no feathers. Are you a child of the birds, as I am of the bears? In truth, this is a relief. Your world is made with rules I have not yet memorized. I am happy to have a friend in such a place. And so the lonely babe was fed upon the wild mother's milk, and cast aside from humankind, he thrived among his mother's ilk. The wise godwolf Amira raised the child Threes among her litter. So you see, I have good company. Threes the wolfson, and I the bear daughter.
Oh, face! To the barracks!
Source Hunter, I have heard tales both grand and terrible about the world of humans. I myself was caged one moment and freed the next by our kind. In Home Forest, every creature acts according to the nature of its kind. Birds frighten easily, badgers fear little. But amongst men, there are no guarantees.
Those boots are embarrassed at bridge trolls. Get to shining recruits.
Sorry, sir. It is difficult for me to claim humanity as you do. I am still learning to see myself in the faces of those I meet. And those I meet do not always see themselves in... It is strange to stand with one foot in the forest and the other in the city, Source Hunter. I am glad that now I have you standing beside me.
Get to shining recruits.
Sorry, sir.
You think that's funny, Private?
He's level 3.
Sir, no, sir. Attention! About face! To the barracks!
My party is. Welcome to Esmeralda shop. Everything from panties to potion. What?
Move along.
Legion's greetings. I have been informed about your heroics on the beach. Were that I had been there to partake in the battle. But my duties lie here, sworn as I am to protect Lady Esmeralda from the rabble that would enforce summary justice on her, even though she is, until proven guilty, wholly innocent. I am Septimus, 7th son in a household of 9, legionnaires all. Me and 2 brothers of mine were assigned to Sicile from day 1. Alas, both of them have long since fallen in battle against the dead.
Big F.
But never shall I lose heart. Long as a single legionnaire stands, all of us remain undefeated in the eyes of the gods. So fair a lady I have seldom seen in all of Rivellon, my friend. And I have traveled more extensively than migratory birds do. She stands accused of murder, but in my mind, her presumed guilt is a fallacy, and indeed a fabrication. Steadfast will I guard. Jake's murder is, in a word, a tragedy. He was well loved in all of Sicile. The Council of 7 couldn't have wished for a better ambassador. That he of all people should have braved the undead siege for so long, only to be felled by foul sorcery, is heartrending. And what questions are those?
Lords above, grant me patience. You're a source hunter, aren't you? Here because you think I killed my husband. How many times do I need to state and restate my complete innocence in the matter? I am Esmeralda, wife of Jake, and now, alas, his widow. Poor man. We were both so young when we married. He so rich and I so poor, but his one and only princess just the same. Like I told just about every legionnaire in town, I don't know anything about poor Jake's murder. I want his killer found and tried, but everyone suspects me of this evil deed. And you're no different, are you? So what happened? Some of them tittle-tattling crab chasers down the pub call me a murderous gold digger and you believe them? These insinuations truly go beyond the pale. Oh, I think I'm getting one of my headaches. Well, what do you want to know? Sicile had the biggest economy in all of Andervale before all these recent troubles. We're all holding out hope that prosperity hasn't fled for good. Sometimes I forget they're even out there, to be honest. Remember above all to stay behind the wall, we tell our children. And when you've been heeding your own advice for seasons on end, you almost start to forget what the fuss was about in the first place. Better not to, though. They're still out there, the dead, and from the looks of it, they'll always be.
Maybe we can fix that.
To be quite adamant about her innocence.
We'll need to look for evidence if we want to prove she actually did the evil deed.
My, what a strong and handsome officer you are, kind Septimus. You must have fought many a battle, am I right? In fact, I bet you're a real war hero.
Oh, I'm no hero, Esmeralda, dearest. I'm just doing my duty, you know, for the Legion.
Well, you certainly are my hero. The rock upon which I may rest my weary soul in these trying and troubled times.
Never fear, my lady.
Oh,
as long as
that's
I'm
what
around, no hair on your halo head shall be harmed.
What's with the fucking web everywhere? Anything here? Nope. Let us pick the scene of the crime then, maybe.
You there! A moment of your indulgence, if you please. You are the Source Hunter, are you not? The hero the whole of Sightseal is abuzz about. The talk of the town. The juiciest grape on the grapevine. Such a pleasure to meet you. A delight. No, scratch that. It is so much more than a delight. It is an intervention of fate. Yes, that's it. Fate has put me on this very spot so I may tell you all about a most intriguing opportunity indeed. Mendius, at your service. What is my profession? Well, I'll tell you what it used to be, and that is a man of medicine. But what does a man of medicine do but mend what has first been broken? I saved lives, to be sure, but today I change them. They call the undead a problem, my friend, but those who know the ways of the Fabulous Five see no problems. They see opportunities. An enterprising spirit can wrench riches from cold dead rocks, or from cold dead full stop. Oh, it's not merely an opportunity. It is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to become better. To become the full extent of the promise that is locked inside of each and every one of us. So first of all, let me ask you this question. Do you like adventure?
Of course I do. How could someone in my profession not?
Quite right. Adventure is what we live for.
See here. You and I share the same passion. I never doubted it for a moment. The thrill of walking the unbeaten path. The rush of finding yourself in a goblin ambush, knowing you'll prevail nonetheless. Too bad your line of work comes with such measly recompense. Am I right? The wage of a mere soldier. Now, between you and me, tell me truthfully, don't you sometimes wish you could earn more?
Riches do not interest me much, actually.
Nor me. Wealth is but vanity.
Oh, but I know you're just being bashful. I bet that in your heart of hearts, your eyes water with joy when you discover yet another treasure during your travels. Even so, my friend, matters of a pecuniary nature aside, what is life without variety, without spice? To be a source hunter must get frightfully dreary sometimes. Am I right? All those orders. Investigate this, retrieve that, and at the end of the day,
hello,
what
Paul.
you have to show for it?
Playing the first
Would you prefer to call your
Divinity
own
Original
shots?
Sin.
Be your own boss?
Yes.
It's better to lead than to follow. That much is true.
Better to be served than...
Well spoken. Well said indeed. Life's too short.
I can really feel a lot of elements from Baldur's Gate in this game already.
Of course I am.
Can also see where they improved from this game to Baldur's Gate.
Enact the change you deserve. And that is exactly why I am here. Why fate has put me right by the door to the King Crab. So that
It feels, and it makes me excited for the remainder of this game, but also Original Sin 2 and whatever they're gonna do in the future.
Ah, the fabulous five. How I enjoy simply saying the words that describe
Thank you, my friend. How was your weekend, Pond?
and celebrated Adventurers Guild in Rivellon. Our mission, to better the world. Our mantra, to better ourselves
that's good, that's
as
good.
we do so. To realize our dreams and
walking around in
cleanse our souls.
commando style.
You'd like nothing more than to enlist, wouldn't you? Of course. What a gem of a question. Straight as an arrow, sharp as a switchblade. Most meritorious of you.
You're gonna be a certified hot worker, eh?
Now then, to join the Fabulous Five is to join a fellowship, to join a fraternity, a sorority, a community. The title of Knight is bestowed upon you the moment you sign our waiver, and so it all begins. I shall be the one to give you your first contracts, and once the job is done, I shall see to it you get your fair share of the reward.
Oh, yeah. Can imagine that.
Should you spread the word, should you propagate the gospel of the Fabulous Five, and thereby draw new knights into our fellowship, you will get a share of the reward. By now, the genial glow. Work hard. Fulfill contracts.
Sounds like a pyramid scheme to me. What you?
Ah, hello. I suppose you're here to viciously interrogate me for information I don't have, like our noble Captain Aureus before you. I am the Duke of Ferrell, though I suppose my name is in the mouths of enough ruthless gossipers that you've heard of me by now. It's very tragic news. I won't posture and say that the Chancellor and I were anything near allies, but I truly never wish the man harm.
Back, demon! Back, or I'll... Well, what's this? Oh, Medora, you lummox. 1,000 pardons, comrade. This old bear's edgier than a dodecahedron these days. I'll tell you, it sure does me good to set eyes on another of our order. From Academy West, aren't you? Give Captain Wartruce my regards next time you see him. You wouldn't. I trained up in Academy North.
Northerner.
We don't cross paths with you.
Enjoy the
Westies
lurk.
all that
Thank you so
often.
much. Much
It's always
appreciated.
a pleasure when we do. Medora's the name. Retired, or so the order keeps trying to tell me, but never out of commission. My hand to your cause and my sword at your side. I'll tell you, you sure... Hunter's greetings. Heavens hornets. That's quite a story, comrade. And come to think of it, see, I'm here on... Well, let's call it a loan from a town to the north of here. Hunter's Edge by name. There's been an attack there, comrade. Orcs. Not your run-of-the-mill savages either, but ones who've taken dark magic to new heights. What they want in Hunter's Edge, I can't say, but it's my responsibility to send them packing. Preferably with their horns in their suitcases and a knee-knocking fear of ever crossing paths with a sauce hunter again. I came south seeking the Legion's help, only to find it tied here in Sicil. They don't have a spare soldier to send northward, and even in my finest form, I can't clear the place of that many orcs without backup. By the skin of my teeth, comrade. The savages were rounding up villagers when one of them activated a tripwire on our village wizard's property. Fortunately for me, that particular wizard has a penchant for things that go boom in the night. I managed to wrench free of my captor's grip and flee toward the forest. He pursued me for miles, but I'd lost him before I made it into the Sicil hinterlands. Well, comrade, I hadn't thought of it till you tapped my shoulder just now. But perhaps that's where you come in. I need a contingent I can trust if I'm to take back the town. And the way I see it, you could use reinforcements here in town. I've been scouting Sicil for some time now, and I believe I've sussed out sufficient intel to help solve the murder of the Counselor. With our minds and swords in tandem, we'll make short work of the perpetrator. More than I'd hoped, comrade. I don't know what in tarnation's gotten into the townsfolk here, but there's enough dark magic running roughshod to topple a small mountain. There's Mayor Cecil's doings for one, and the mysteries of our master Thalron for another. And on top of it all, the feline menace is lurking at every hearth and shadow. Now don't get me wrong, I think the mayor's a decent sort, even if he can't hear farther than the tip of his own nose. But from what I've heard whispered around the docks, the old guy's gotten himself mixed up in something not quite on this side of the law.
Oops.
I suspect an illegal sauce artifact or substance is at the root of it, but exactly what or who's given it to him, I can't say. And since I haven't technically been assigned to Cecil, I don't have the authority to interrogate him. Fella seems like a humble doctor, but I bet my sword he's dealing in something darker in splints and tonics. A loose-lipped fishmonger let slip that she'd seen our good doctor scale the city wall on 2 separate occasions, well past midnight each time. What business could he have among the undead? Hardly the habit of an innocent healer, I'd say.
True.
You mean you don't already know, comrade? Their kind can see in the dark. It ain't natural.
Your head's growing more
Well, you know the old expression. 2's a tea party, 3's an invasion. I know this place like the back of my hand by now, and the orcs up north will be short work for a trained-up trio of sauce hunters.
A fantastic plan. With 3 source hunters working in tandem, we'll put an end to all the evils bent against this fair land.
Another source hunter on the team will make us all the more formidable against this wicked magic. Welcome aboard, Medora.
That's the spirit. Listen closely now. Do you hear it? That's the sound of every orc. Meow. That perp.
Tell me, Alistair, have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge?
Fortune? Ha! Easily so lucky as to be defeated by Alistair the Great!
They say he's privy to ancient... what have we here?
Well, hello.
A source hunter, is it? Well, my day just became rather more stimulating. Oh, stand still then, if you don't mind. I wanted to be tall as an elf, strong as an orc, but your face... quite classical, isn't it? Statuesque, some might say. Yes, smooth and sturdy as marble, yet fine as a chisel's edge. And my word, what passion burns from your eyes. Please forgive my being forward, but I dare say, can it be? Well, you're exactly the person I've been searching for. I am Anna, jewel in the crown that is the fabulous 5. I've cut 1,000 throats, and baked 1,000 bread rolls, stolen the crown jewels of the Queen of Arata, and, with my pockets full, helped her reach enlightenment. When the day comes that I die, the gods will evacuate the heavens to make space for my formidable collection of designer slippers. I contain multitudes, you see, and I am utterly replete. Except that, much to my dismay, I had as yet to find the companion to whom my heart so clear. But then, Source Hunter, you wandered into this tavern. That I have. For nearly a lifetime, it seems. Well, I'm sure you must know what I mean. Like existence itself lacked a significant component. Like if you could only fill a certain void, could connect
Fill
with
a
the
certain
right
void,
body,
she says.
the right spirit. Together you could uncover new and thrilling vistas. I believe I have found that component, that body, that spirit within you, Source Hunter. Come, if ever we are to be united, we must truly entwine our fates. We must link our causes forevermore. Yes, You must join the Fabulous Five right away, as soon as time permits. Together, as a team, we'll explore the boundless realm before us. Come now, Alistair.
Sorry, I've run out of signed handkerchiefs. An Alistair keyring, maybe. In any case, make it quick. You're not the only fan who wants some of my time. What do you mean, not familiar? You expect me to believe you've never heard of Alistair the Almighty?
Well, apparently.
Why, I'm only the most famous wizard this side of the Distis. Although, it'd be worth checking the other side too, just in case. And don't forget, I'm the most eminent member of the Fabulous Five to boot. Surely you already know we've been those nasty beasts are hardly worth my time. Though I suppose I'll step it.
Ah, pointless chatter with strangers does so thrill me.
Wow.
How did you know? Please continue interrupting my drink if you'd be so... How curious of you to show interest in a lonesome stranger at the bar. Let me answer by saying that who I am is hardly any of your business.
Zimbladorix! That! Ha! Quite under my spell. Me? You mean you don't recognize me? Well, you must live under a very large... Yes, that is strange. Strange indeed. But it's a strange world we live in, isn't it? A strange and magical world, full of wonders and regionis regentum. Oh, you'll find out. You'll find out indeed, if I'm as good as they say I am.
Okay.
Greetings, greetings. Oh, you are most welcome in my chamber. Customers rarely find me up here, but I do so abhor the hustle and bustle of the marketplace. That I am. I have spent more of my... You wouldn't believe some of the things... Oh, but let us not discuss. Let us browse and barter. Maybe not so much for me.
About time the council took notice of us. You here for the bone rattlers or the club wavers?
Bloody undead. Remember?
Not much to see here. It's locked. Okay, so he's not here. Francis.
Traveler, and may the Immaculate Conduit's myriad blessings comfort and cradle you. Tell me, have you yet heard the revelation? What's in a name, dear friend? For we all begin equal in the conduit's eyes, and only through great deeds may enter into her inner ring. You mean you haven't heard? Oh, what fortune that I may share the goddess's salvation with. Steel yourself, friend, for your mortal spirit could be forever transformed from this moment forth. The conduit, our link to the goddess herself, has given us a special gift, and the gift is thus. By following her instructions and becoming initiated into the one way, we can each of us live on for a span greater than the number of stars that twinkle within the goddess's right eye. She came from on high to we mortals and showed us the path. She showed us that, for this hallowed information, you must seek an immaculate chapel. There, go on the path.
Saffrons, I dare say. He says he's an immaculate. But I thought they'd been banished after the death of the Source King.
Immaculate. Haven't heard of their kind. But I don't like the sound of them.
Hearty welcome to the King Crab Inn, and a pleasure to have you. You look like you could use a round or three, so what'll it be? Have a seat and stay a while. The name's Ivad. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I've been offering the weary travellers of Sicil drink and rest for nearly 2 decades now, but the king crab's older than that by a long shot. All you see before you is the manifestation of my great-grandpappy Horatius Dungeness's noble vision. Beer and naps for everyone, no questions asked. Well, between you and me, things have been rather slow since the, incident. But with spirits high and liquor flowing like it is tonight, it seems the crab may just come out of that pinch. Psst. Mind if we keep our voices down over that sensitive subject? Death and dark magic ain't exactly great for business, you know. That room where it happened, it was rented to a certain woman, though I regret to say I can't say exactly who. This inn isn't in the business of asking. She came heavily cloaked, but paid the full sum in advance. I was used to such transactions after many similar concerning a certain Esmeralda. Figured this were just more at same. I saw one other figure go into the room that night. Someone tall, built broad like a man, but shrouded the same as she. Again, standard practice for Mrs. Councillor and her visitors. I was startled awake by a horrendous hubbub shortly after midnight. I jumped up and grabbed me grandpappy's machete, bleary-eyed and awash in fright. By the time I burst into that room, it was horribly silent. There was only Jake on the floor, dead, surrounded by what may as well have been a battlefield. Whoever done it has escaped through the window, but I saw nary a soul when I looked out. You can bet I hightailed it to the Legion barracks faster than a jackrabbit after that. Councillor Jake, that poor man. I knew too much about his affairs, you know. Never figured it my business to say anything, but after all that's happened, I wonder if that weren't a grave mistake. Esmeralda's longest-standing lover has the audacity to remain lodged at this very inn, you know. He's called the Duke of Ferrell, a high title for a low man. If you haven't yet asked him about...
Eager imbeciles we sent to the northern cave.
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things?
You'll be concerned enough when you realize that reward money won't be lining your... hello. I suppose... Yes, she and I have a history. That's hardly a secret anymore. I quite doubt it was even a secret from Jake while he lived. As easy as it would be to pin suspicions on Esmeralda or I assure you that the affair was never so steamy and sordid as the busybodies around town make it out to be. Jake and Esmeralda had no great affection for each other. He had his interests, she...
Hunter's End. A source hunter? I'd like to report some dark magic. Only tainted hearts could tip as miserably as this lot. Been at the King Crab nearly 10 years now, personally. Seen every character you can imagine, from bums to wizards, passed through these doors for a pint and a place to rest. I think I'm one of the last folks to hear him alive. That awful scream's been ringing in my ears ever since. And with the room where it all happened still under quarantine, we've a constant reminder of exactly what happened. Though that's the question, isn't it? What exactly did happen? We all thought it was Esmeralda who checked into that room, and the Duke that followed her in. I was washing up and nudging the last of the lushes out of the door when a cloaked woman rushed in right past me. I never got a good look at her, damn my eyes, but I figured the way she disappeared that she was visiting one of the lodgers. Lucky for the perpetrators, I was rinsing bottles in the back when the terrible deed took place and saw nothing more. I'm not proud to say I ducked under the counter and damn well stayed there till I heard Ivad fling that door open, but I was paralyzed with fright.
Source Hunter. I don't mean to hinder your investigation, but I'm not exactly the friendliest bloke, the captain, is he? What?
Okay, we can now go in and...
What happened? Is this a dream?
I don't think so. That stone. Somehow it sent us flying into the stars.
Terrible, terrible, terrible! By the quill that lasts a billion words, what's this? 2 Rivalonians here? At the end of space and time? How very, very, very curious! Oh, yes, proper introductions. Zigzags the historian at your service. It is my job to record all that was, and is, and hopefully all that is to be. As for how I got here, well, for a historian appointed by the gods themselves, hopping to the end of time is as easy as 1, 2, 3. How you got here, though? That's a rather more interesting question. On such a tiny and rapidly shrinking vestige of space and time, I wouldn't have expected to find a soul but my own shadow. Ah, at last a question I can answer most definitively. I mentioned already that this place is the end of time. If that didn't send your heart into your stomach and your pulse a-flutter, it should have.
But it didn't.
Time ought naturally to have no end at all. Indeed, I can think of no worse nightmare for a chronicler such as myself. But something totally, utterly terrible has happened. Show, don't tell, I always say. So go, peer through yonder looking lens and feast your soon-to-be terrified eyes on the darkness that is approaching.
Might be quite mad.
That's a dragon.
You looked. You saw. Terrifying, isn't... What's this? The portal. It's... The portal has been... The portal! It's quite sprung to life, just like the long, dormant flames that decorate this observatory. You, dear stranger, you must be the key. Something about your presence here is causing the end of time to grow. The true end itself to those torches, a light! This portal active once more! It cannot be coincidence. Goodness me, how right you are. There's so much to take in, I nearly... It is the void itself. The dragon that is devouring creation. When I speak of the end of time, I can't say for sure where it came from, how or why, but I do know this. It's shrinking our future by the second. And if we don't stop it, it will devour the past and present as well. It's not that I believe, it's that then, no longer than a few mere... though I cannot... In fact, every last quest... But why spoil the mystery? After you... Yes! Just as I hoped! There she is! There it is! Come, come, don't delay!
Who and what he'd hoped to find here.
Could it be, milady? The weaver of...
Indeed, Sir Imp. As surely as you are he who chronicles all that I weave.
Astounding! Unbelievable! I have so many questions for you, so much to ask, so much...
You have brought guests, I see. Strange. Very strange guests.
My reaction exactly, milady. It was their arrival here at the end of time that instigated my finding you. But why? Surely you must know.
This is a question better put to our guests themselves. Tell us, how did you arrive upon this plane? A stone? So... It was a stone that caused the great shock of energy that brought you here, and it infused you with new life as well. Not like this, no. What happened to you is unique in all my work. Never had I experienced something so contrary to my nature. To weave something I had not seen, had not expected. Life does not simply spring into existence, you see. But yours has. You appeared before me from the moment you came into contact with that stone. Starstone. I now know it to be called.
But, Madam Weaver, how is it possible? Do you not see all? Have you not woven all that is and could ever be into your tapestry?
Like the stones, your guests are a mystery to me. I see them before me in this world, but their likenesses appeared not upon my tapestry until they revived the stone. Source Hunters. It would seem that yourselves and Starstone are inextricably linked. Why and how, I cannot say.
Interesting.
But I do believe that finding more stones will reveal to me who you yourselves truly are. Starstone is not what it seems, Source Hunter. Its true nature must be part of a greater secret. A secret lost, even to me. Do you see what violence my work has suffered? What wounds lay?
Mysteries of all time, gaps in history.
It would appear that Starstone transforms at your touch, granting me new thread by which to mend the tapestry. Thus, it restores time itself.
I see. What the void would shrink, Starstone restores.
Yes. Though I cannot explain why this Starstone is the antidote to the void's ravishment of our realm. If we do not restore time, if we do not discover the true nature of these stones, the void will consume us all. Indeed you must, though I may not yet understand why. It seems that you and you alone can unlock the powers within Starstone. Yet we are not the only entities who know these stones to be so much more.
Why, of course, that's what they were doing. I have recorded their doings, you see. Collectors of Starstone, more and more by the day. Now I understand. They'd...
Without these stones, Hunter, there will be no Rivellon. The entire tapestry will crumble. Even this plane will fall victim to the void's insatiable hunger.
That shall never be, milady. As sure as Zix comes before Zax, we will put a stop to it. First, please, our most mysterious guest. Are you... So, what do you think, Source Hunter?
Not but a moment ago, we were hunting Source in Rivellon, and now we're being told that we alone can prevent the end of time by way of some magical stones. What do you make of it?
We can't deny our reaction to Starstone. There must be something to all of this, mad as it...
No matter how
What do you think, Source Hunter? The glint in your gaze? No, with you searching, but you'll need a... Luckily, Off you go, then. You've Starstone to find, and I've like the imp said to the ballista opera. Oh, I don't know if I... But of course, so, gather those Starstones, so that we may know... Lonesome? Well, yeah, perhaps you can imagine the profound... Wouldn't it just... Would, just like from what I... Ruins, caves, the lairs of long forgot before you go, so I hope you'll be able to...
I can instantly get back here.
I wonder, do you know more about the void? What it is? What lies at the heart of it?
What lies at its heart? Why?
Unknown to all time, are you? Leave it to an imp to try to... I'll tell you who you are. Source Hunters, members of the most esteemed order in Rivellon. Here to find out and grind out every last speck of dark magic in the realm. Whatever. I just hope that...
Source Hunters, I welcome you once... I know the imp historian has told you about his agent on Rivellon, and that agent is I. So now that you know of the alliance between me and Sir Zigzax, let us turn to the business at hand. Starstone. And I'll be delighted to give it. Dark webs. It can therefore hard... That means the task you have been given remains crucial. While you were being lectured by our friend the historian and the grande dame of time, the advantage of being a cat, you know. You go where you please with impunity. And sometimes the lady of the house even rewards you with a slice. That's where I saw them in a cabinet. Mere slivers, but specks of starstones nonetheless. They lay there, silent and innocent, though bloody murder may have been committed in their name. Don't we all long for... But perhaps, like any cat worth its salt, though, let me phrase it like Zigzax might. A universe without time, I'll not... If Zigzax worries, I met him first, so in the end, he... Oh, before you go... You'll need the other one, too, if you want to make... Now that this matter has...
Rotting sea garbage.
Let's talk to Esmeralda once. Oh, I can move that here. Can I reshape it as well? Yes, I can. No, the chat can read that.
Actually, I think that's only roast pig.
They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt you could even fathom, old friend.
Unsinkable 7.
Source Hunter will always receive a warm welcome at the Town Hall of Syseal. I'm sure Mayor Cecil is looking forward to making your acquaintance.
Darling.
A source hunter? Me? I live alone here in town. Used to be that my younger brother Tom and I were practically joined at the hip, but that's all changed now. Oh, he's always been something of a rascal, calling his petty hooliganism adventuring and endlessly worrying my poor mind. Oh, but of course, I've always loved that scamp. For my part, I encouraged him to join the Legion. Even got him sparring with Captain Aureus now and then. But then those blasted Fabulous Five came into town. That band of... I don't even know what to call them. Well, they're his heroes, and I simply couldn't prevent him from going to see them. That one meeting was all it took for Tom to run off with them on some mission to God knows where.
What? Oh, it's you. Come closer then. Closer? My ears aren't what they used to be. Nor my elf? What elf? Oh, myself. I am Cecil, Mayor of Syseal, and husband of the stately Cecilia. I've been the mayor here for decades, and I'm quite eager to see Syseal through these difficult times. Yes, very difficult times indeed. Oh, what? Oh, you mean Syseal? Very difficult time. The undead have overrun all. That's not to mention that at the top of this whole caboodle, there's rumors of some new... And, while we're on the subject of troubles, I myself have a private matter I'd like to bring to your attention. It involves a magic relic. What of what now? Ah, you mean the Staff of Pergamon. Yes, yes. I was expecting a shipment of weapons, and among the cargo was this very powerful, very rare staff. I managed to place the order through means somewhat, atypical to a government official. Cecil proved an old fool, though. For the merchant slated to deliver it to me has just informed me that the damn thing has gone missing. I fear it may have fallen into the wrong hands, and I wonder if the staff itself contains a shard of an ore, highly valued for its use in the weapons of war. I know use of the material to be forbidden, but I was desperate to do something to aid the townsfolk against. His name is Conrad, captain of the Tide Splitter, a merchant ship still docked at the Syseal harbor. You can talk to him if you think it'd help, but I'd quite like to... Jake! Murdered? Oh, yes. Yes, now I recall. Indeed. I could hardly believe it myself.
A bit forgetful, are we?
And I have... Most of the townsfolk are certain Jake's wife Esmeralda is responsible. As you can imagine, I've known Esmeralda for years. An all-right bloke, apart from all this Esmeralda nonsense. The whole town... Well, I do believe that's something your parents ought to... Ah, you see, when a lady and a fellow find each other rather... Oh, this is nonsense. I'm the mayor for the 7th sake. I can't be bothered to chat all day about the birds and the bees when That depends. What kind of... Ah, the library. Yes, yes, you must have a visit. Marvelous.
I knew that dark-dealing old man dabbled in...
What? Oh, yes. This library is the jewel in Syseal's. My Victoria has every volume you could possibly imagine. Yes. What? Oh, yes, yes.
In this omnes autem mali. What? What is this? Who are you to... Oh, but no. A source hunter. That is what you are. I would tell you.
1, 2. Where's the third one gone? Shatsu. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs
lesser
in the night.
key of
Hello again, adventurer. I hope you wipe.
Pseudomonarchia Demo.
In the name of Amun-Hor, I bid thee Tujta Getahal. Be welcome, human. My library is yours, as I hope you. I am Victoria, daughter of Mayor Cecil. Oh, I know what you're thinking. The likeness isn't when I was very young, you see. I must have been cast out by my tribe, for I was found in a wicker basket floating past Sicil toward the sea. The fisherman who found me would have drowned me on the spot, for I am an orc after all. But praise be Amun-Hor, dear Cecil was among the gathered crowd. He raised me like I was his own. This kindness, indeed you may.
Sadakandras. What nonsense. The Encyclopedia Demonium. I know it by heart.
Who placed this book here? A volume of poetry among novels? Urak! What mayhem!
The seven grant abundance.
The lesser key of Sadakandras. What nonsense. Is there no new book to be discovered in this library?
Kaj'Dinor. A brief history of sorcery still hasn't been
Demonology for
Fellow will have to
dumbbells.
pay yet another fine.
I need something more advanced. Is there no new book to be discovered in this library?
Kaj'Dinor. A brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Felaron will have to pay yet another fine.
The lesser key
Fun
of
with
Sadakandras.
Fluids, Volume 2.
What nonsense. Is there no new book to be discovered in this library?
Are you there? Cut it out!
That doesn't belong to us, you know.
You're right, it doesn't.
Happens to the best.
We'll have to pay yet another fine.
The Encyclopedia Demonium. I know it by heart.
Ooh.
The knight in see-through armor, Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom, Stentekun. Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things naughty, hasn't she?
Is there no new book to be discovered in this library?
Philosophy of Death.
Felaron will have
Is
to
there
pay
no
yet
new
another
book
fine.
to be discovered in this library?
Learning loads of stuff.
Demonology for dumbbells. I need something more
Where's this
advanced.
book here? A volume of poetry.
The Encyclopedia Demonium.
Fortune.
I know it by heart.
Volume 1, Volume 2.
The lesser key of Sadakandras. What nonsense.
Sometimes I think these books sprout little
The
legs in the night.
Encyclopedia Demonium. I know it by heart.
Read. That wasn't really useful, was it?
Demonology for dumbbells. I need something more advanced. Is there no new book to be discovered
there
in
we
this
go.
library?
Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things naughty, hasn't she?
What? Oh, it's you! What new? My dear girl, I introduced it. If you're looking for something special, just ask.
Not in the mood for cheese. Their excuse is more holes than a slice of the
See if we can talk to Esmeralda again, see if something happened.
The hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth. Starstone? I've never heard of such a thing. Do you mean to imply he collected something dangerous? Something that may have gotten him into trouble? Oh, this is all too much. Listen, if you're gonna accuse me of something, you would better find the evidence.
We can't go there. Talk to these chaps if they know anything. Oh, we actually moved it, never mind. Hi. No, you have plenty of space left.
I'm warm as fresh apple pie.
Toasty!
No, there's my pepper. Its proud legs and run away.
Beyond murder within the walls, undead outside the walls, and it...
Here lies Kimberly. Finally.
Finally.
Looks like that dog is awfully
Here lies
agitated.
Jack.
Perhaps
the
he wants
oldest
to
man
tell
in
us.
Sicily. Get off my grave,
So
Jack.
many. But theirs is not a sad fate, I think.
Here
To join the
lies
grass,
Cavanagh.
to become
Will
food
they
for the
have
trees and
Sicily
flowers.
alive in the afterlife?
What could be
I don't
more
have the right
peaceful?
tool for digging.
Here lies James, as usual, the filthy fibber. Here lies David, who ran from the Reaper. You'll never catch me alive.
Peace be with you, traveller. I once lived a prosperous life. Loni never recovered from the loss. She were killed last... May the Seven keep you.
In memory of Loni, death lies on her like an untimely frost upon the sweetest flower of all the field.
Seven keep you.
Sounds like we can go there at night if possible. Check that out.
Baking like a clock could do with a cold drink.
Sir, no, sir.
That's it, Tree. Land at any moment.
Ah, the Source Hunter. Oh, still not finished. Have you found any incriminating evidence against her? If so, let's... if you must. Yes, and he also spends most of his time in the guise of a cat, licking God's knows which body parts. I'd say they're looking for weak spots in our defenses. They can't make an attack over land. We are the pride of Rivellon, to be found and to be seen.
How can I help you, my friend? And what might those be? You have a flair until they conclude what mischief those who are. The enemy is wily. Oh, a mere trifle for one, but certainly. What would... Oh, my tongue. You see, to my great regret, none of them purr as yet. Oh, but that's such mad to be out. But of course, it's handy to speak in more... Oh, that... I'm my own wizard, you know, by all means. Of course. I hope you're investigating. It might be a bit late to inspect the body, in that it has already been buried. It may be worth your while to speak to the mortician, though. Chap called Roberts. He has a house by the graveyard. I can but piece together what few morsels fell from the grapevine into a rather disappointing meal, I'm afraid. They say a woman arrived in the King Crab Inn sometime after midnight. She retired to a room on the ground floor where she was soon joined by a man who had been nursing the same cup of wine for hours. I say man and woman because both of them were cloaked and recognized by none. About an hour later, another figure arrived, headed for the same room. Soon after, a terrible commotion erupted and the thundering light of magic was witnessed by the few remaining patrons. It took a while for the landlord to pluck up the courage to enter the mystery room. When finally he did, how and why he came to be there, no one knows. I myself have none. Now, it may well be established that she is in fact the guilty party. I can't say much more, but that the...
Okay, so we go to...
Sorry, sir.
No.
Sun is out. And yet, I feel a cold inside my soul. Bane of age, the cross of years.
Sen till bärdotter.
So, what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the dock. This here's my family business. Yes, sad story that. Though if I'm speaking plainly, the sentimental aspect of it all doesn't make much of an impression on an undertaker. Especially not these days, with so many laid low by the orcs and such like. I just concern myself with giving the remains a What about it? Didn't I just say we gave it a respectable send-off? Why are you giving me the 3rd degree?
The dead man is nervous as a squirrel. I'm certain he's hiding something.
So, what's the bad news? More orcs? Sad story. I just concern. What about it? So, what's the bad news? More orcs? What about it? Didn't I just say we gave it a respect...
Who are you, my sir?
Oh, how nice it is of you. The very picture of youth. Pray, I am but an aged elf that has seen the years parade in long succession. Gladly shall I tell you more. Will I regale thee, O whelp of men, with my tale? You would listen. Hot spiced wine.
What could possibly go wrong here, eh? Where was his room? And he's not there.
Bloody undead. Remember above...
Go there.
The hunt.
Whatever happened to that eager imbecile we sent?
Glorious to see you once more, Fef. Go on the path. When you realize that reward money won't be lining your pockets.
Careful now, that's a trap.
Isn't that peculiar? Meh. Bad combination. Glander's room. There he is.
Ah, you have come. Yes, that is most satisfactory. Begone. The game, yes! A game of blood and brutality, of death and dexterity. The elves of Gandavon, they lived in peace. Oh, yes. But one night, when the moon had hid her all undone, I may be frail, a withered grey, but the wealth of kings is mine. Countless assassins have ministered to the vengeance that is my want, and now is almost over. By Kala, Lady of the Last Gaze, I swear it is almost done. Only the very last one of the Khazal-Dagar still eludes me. The crowning kill that which I have tracked her down. By the curse of the spine spear I have. She does not know her ill-shapen sun is setting fast. Color the dusk red, O sword of youth. Bloody the day with the bramble sap that runs through the veins of Victoria. Bring me the amulet that clings to her flesh, soon to fade. And yours shall be the bounty of vindication. Yes. The orcs of her name is that of Victoria. Librarian. My name...
Bring her amulet's proof of death.
Soon the last will be beaten. Beaten like the anvil of Grog, the torturer. All hail, Grog!
Hello again. How can I help you?
That was quite the radical change we witnessed. I never would have thought that the benign old man we met outside would turn out to be a vengeance-driven aficionado of assassins.
They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt.
He is as much a savage as those orcs. And how is Victoria guilty of her tribe's crime, if she was but a babe at the time?
Indeed.
A source hunter? I'd like to report some dark...
Come now,
Ah, hello. I suppose you're here to
Interesting.
Pay the big change on your rope with a wheel of the good stuff.
No, this isn't the grimoire I'm looking for.
Turjageta, friend. Kira Lizor. Oh, do pardon my language, my friend. But that is quite the startling revelation. So much sadness, so much anguish. Eglandir's tale is heartrending, though it seems that in the pursuit of retribution, he has himself become as great a ghoul as those that wronged him. Does he not see that I am now the one who is to be wronged? Why, oh why must he make me, of all gentle-minded and life-loving creatures, why must he make me the task? So, let us approach the situation with reason and ask ourselves, where do we go from here? Though, first let me say this. Hashizm bil kushum zunum. From my heart, I thank you for warning me. I thank you and I trust you. So pray, let me pose the question. What do you advise we should do? My amulet? But it is Haxmagi, a sacred token that houses the presence of my ancestors. No, I cannot part with my talisman, the keepsake of my soul.
Win a series of rock, paper, scissors.
The lesser key of Sadakandras. Ugh, what nonsense. The Encyclopedia Daemonium. I know it by heart. The lesser key of Sadakandras. Ugh, what nonsense. The Pseudomonarchia Daemonum. And the first edition too.
Okay.
Most promising.
Oh, we need to win one more.
No, this isn't the grimoire I'm looking for.
Put it like that, I guess. I cannot say that it is. I do this very reluctantly, but fine. Have my talisman. May it
So rock, paper, scissors, eh? Kinda neat.
Than a slice of this fine golden land.
That's a pretty fun way to like persuade someone. Good old-fashioned rock, paper, scissor. What else do you need?
Here I wait for thee in the dark. Yes. Yes.
Yes, so it is. So it is.
Everything we do seems to fortify your abilities.
It's easy enough to gain new strength when one is carrying an entire team on one's shoulders.
Have no fear, my friend.
So we have ability. Concentration increases your vitality and maximum action. Talents. Oh. Thick skin gives you an extra armor equal to your man-at-arms ability. Ability skills. Politician is... Nah. Terribly courageous. Okay, so I need a magnifying glass. Okay, cool. Hello, Snakebite. I'm playing yet another Larian game.
Friends as the man with many cheeses.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
It's a lot like Baldur's Gate, but different, and I love it.
Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freeze.
Ah, hello, proportion. I'm a painter by trade. I travel...
Sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Oh no, noble friend. Your upper chakras are in desperate need of a good scrubbing. Fortunately for... Ah, gracious...
Sauce hunters, eh? All right, proper with. If you've got a favourite sheep, best to fry her up now before she gets thieved in the night like midday. I recently sold most of the tender loves. Yes. Oh, Ogget's been missing for more than a fortnight. Now that the herd's gone, I'll... Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
A couple of hours in, and I'm thoroughly enjoying.
Anybody? Neither of you cares to plead for his very existence.
But if one were to reduce the quantity of... Oh! No matter. Even if it... Me? It was I who cured... Not to mention that it's been my guidance that has permitted my apprentice... Well, she certainly possesses a critical eye and an exacting manner when it comes... I expect you'll be a very successful... Certainly, what would you like to know? The counsellor... From what I can tell, it seems to be a simple case of jealousy turned...
Anybody? Neither of you cares to plead for his very existence. Excuse me? This is a private... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm an apprentice. I've been racking my brain trying... What would you like to know? One of the brave few willing to traverse the trade routes plagued by the undead. A young man, but excellent in matters of business, before he fell victim to an orcish club in the north, that is. Thankfully for him, a cattle trader found him, nearly dead, but not quite so, and brought him here. Quite the venerable staple of Sice. Nearly everyone in Syceal is familiar with Grinning Stephen. Yes, a curious I myself, but it's strange. You are?
Boris's life has just begun. We can't cut it.
Yes, Boris it is.
A corpse's troubled mind. Can't have gotten
No,
far.
no, this is highly abnormal. What is this? This lightning.
I don't know what I did to deserve this, but a tone. courses.
Thank you eternally for your help. That strange reaction you caused. Blue lightning from a healing stone.
Yeah, don't mind if I do.
I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend. No, I know it is somewhere. Sorry, friend. I wish there were enough stones. This particular batch of party elixir with tools might have...
To the end of time, I need to go again.
Source hunters, I've been eagerly expecting you. You found another star stone, haven't you? Ha! Mere child's play when you know what to look for, and luckily, I do. Do you remember when you first arrived on this plane? When the dormant port... It's happened again, my friend. Another port... It's all connected somehow. You, this place, the void, the stones... Soon we'll have unraveled... You don't imagine that I'd presume to explore it before you? No, I'm sure it's nothing. It's just that beyond the portal, I sense a... well... a presence that I can't quite account for. But this is only speculation, of course. Come, let me show you the... I wonder who awaits you in the next chamber. I wonder what they'll say.
Right.
What an impressive room.
Deo Kraime, Foredua, Leos Ral Edu, Kraime.
Hello, Big Boba.
You. It cannot be you. But it can only be you. The Guardians. Those I deceived.
Are
Those
they?
that deserted me. But oh, how weak you have become.
Why do pirates not
As
know the
weak as
alphabet?
you
They
used
always
to
get
be
stuck at the C.
Look about you. You used to lead, and now you follow, ignorant of your faults, and that it has come to this. He won't believe me, the fiend. But they have come.
John Smithen.
Well, wouldn't you look fine with a strapping warrior at your side? Or is it mages you prefer? An eagle-eyed ranger? A stealthy pickpocket?
Okay, so he's kind of like Withers.
Swords for... Of course! Back again, and not...
See what we can learn here. Team Generals, all of Rivellon thanks you. All of Rivellon is in your debt. Gods and kings bow before you both, and it is right and proper that they do so. Even they... Okay. Didn't quite make me smarter than I did it. That name does not ring a bell for me, yet then again I don't really follow the WWE that much.
Who do you think that creature in there was?
I haven't the foggiest. But the eerie bit is that she seemed to know us.
How welcome you are upon this realm, our most threads I weave and tales I see. All will I tell. The threads tell me that once, oh, how many eons
Yeah,
lie
but
hidden in
I was
small
teen like so many years ago.
You strode across. I can clearly read that armies you have led, But how can this be now that you step? She is one whose history is shrouded in darkness.
Good to see you on the shelter plane.
That's an inactive portal for now. Oh.
Plenty of fish in the sea.
And that didn't work. Conrad.
Ahoy, sailor! Name's Conrad. Cargo trader, sea captain, an Aye, that Cecil's worse than a rooster. Crowing all around town about matters he ought to know are better kept quiet. Well, for my part, I haven't a clue where it could have gone. Overboard, stuff. Wouldn't hurt to ask some of my men. I tried myself. Those orcs must be out of there. I'll tell you.
Sauce? Here. Star for what now? No, never. The captain took the Duchess of Federal's carriage for the joy of...
Sauce? Here, now that you mention it, I noticed Dietmar, a fellow merchant travelling with us, carrying a sealed box off the ship during the attack. Well, sure, I saw him slip off the ship, but I haven't a clue where it...
Sauce? Here? In Star for what now? Don't know much about him, miss.
Yeah.
Zombies, skeletons, you know the story.
No, it ain't. He drove it straight to the pub and back.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Councillor's wife.
Is that why we never sail to Yuthel Gore anymore?
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that Orky-chan loves him.
I wouldn't let an orc within 500 yards of my loving nature.
A home? A life? Well, we were merchants. What's these damn orcs? They can't keep with our ship gone. Those souls.
Have you found us a job yet? Well, we were merchants what seems like a moment ago. With our these bleeding orcs. Where those?
Yes, seeing the same here.
A job yet? Well, we are these well.
I wouldn't let an orc within 500 yards of my loving nature.
Oh, ornate chest, let's go.
Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Federal's carriage for the joyride?
No, he didn't. He drove it straight to the pub and back.
Don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note.
We can't jump.
The greatest warriors in Rivellon can't cross a rope.
Wait a minute. Don't I have... No, that's... Guess that didn't work. No, that's trap disarm. That is unfortunate.
like the smell of... She was targeted by the off...
Okay, could come in handy.
Good on you. These boss men respect confidence. So what do you say?
Do we have any more people to talk to here? Yes, no. Burp.
Sightseeing isn't so bad on a quiet day like this, is it?
Is that a way to get in like a little sneaky way?
Thank you, sir. Did my best, sir.
That's the Mortician's Morgue. Well, it's been a fun but short stream, sorry Snake. Just wanted to do a little quick and easy stream for night. Oh! But tomorrow I'll come out with a stream schedule for the week. Gonna be a rather busy week for me, at least Monday to Wednesday, but the weekend's gonna be mostly off, like Thursday. Thursday, Friday's gonna be off, and then Saturday and Sunday. So there will be more streams, but nothing on Monday to Wednesday because I have quiz on Monday, quiz on Tuesday, and then we celebrate Valborg, which is where a little big ass bonfire, and then we hang out and drink, which is fucking awesome. But stay tuned in Discord for future updates. Sorry for short stream, but sometimes streams be short and sweet. I'll see you next week.